So let me show you a sample assignment that my students completed a couple years ago in Canvas Collaborations. Here's an assignment that a group finished for me. Now you'll notice I still have access to it because I'm the owner. Even though this assignment is really old, I never got rid of it. And you can see who I've added to that assignment. Now, like I said, what I like about this is I can see metrics like viewer statistics, so I can see who looked at it when. And I can also see contributions from the group by accessing the version history. File, version history, see version history. And here I can see on October 1st, when they were working on this one together in class, exactly who added what. As I roll over the different colors, the name will come up so I can see what Katie added, what Reagan added, and what other students added as the group worked on this assignment, or didn't add for that matter. So how do I go from this blank collaboration that I just started with Ms. Preston to something like this? Well, if you want, let's say, a group to work on an essay, then maybe a blank document is fine. They can just start typing their essay here. However, for me, I have them doing more guided activities, so what I always do is I create a master template. So this will be the master for my collaboration. I just call it Act 5 Close Reading, and then each time I create a collaboration, I copy this entire document over into the collaboration. It's a really simple step. I just Control-A, Control-C, so I select the whole thing, and you'll notice I was in landscape mode in the master, so I just want to change this one to a page setup that's landscape mode. And now when I paste in, there won't be any funky formatting, so I Control-V. And now I've got that exact same master copied in. Oh, here it is. I've got that exact same master copied in for Ms. Preston to start working on. So that's one way to create your collaboration. Now, when it comes to submitting collaborations, students don't actually have to do that. Because I'm the owner of this document, I can access it anytime in my Google Drive. However, for my grading purposes, I really would prefer to grade in Canvas. So what I have my students do is I'll usually create an assignment that's got the same name, so Close Reading Act 5. You can see this is what my sophomores did a couple years ago. I give them short instructions, and the recorder in each group was responsible for downloading and submitting the PDF on behalf of the group once it was done. Remember, only one person needs to submit it because I've set it up as a group assignment. If you don't know how to set up group assignments, go back and watch an earlier video that's linked above on this same page. So now, when I go into my speed grader, I can see each group's submission. I can use the speed grader to add point comments, and as I add those comments, everybody in the group can see them. They can all see their assessment score, and everybody has access. Now you'll notice when I create this assignment that I also add a peer review element. This is why I like the collaboration. Not only am I trying to teach my students Shakespeare, but I'm also trying to teach them skills that will facilitate group work. So I have my students fill out a peer evaluation at the end of each collaboration, and their peer score gets added to their individual totals. So you'll notice I don't sync this assignment because the assignment itself will have an extra 5 flex points added for group scoring, but more on that in the next video. So if I want Ms. Preston to submit this collaboration to a Canvas assignment, I can always have her file download the PDF and submit the PDF, or I can have her just share. I can create an assignment that asks her to put a link in and just copy the link, and then she can upload that to Canvas as well. Either way, you can kind of play with it and set it up as you like. Like I said, you don't even have to have them submitted at all because you can always access the collaborations by going to the Collaborations tab in Canvas, and you can just grade from there. So I could go into Ms. Preston's, and I could add things like comments and say, comment, why did you leave this question blank? And now all the collaborators will be able to see my comments. So I could just score it right here in Google Docs and then manually input the score into PowerSchool. Lots of options with collaborations. I'm sure as you play with it, you'll find something that works for you and your students. In the next video, I'll talk about how I do collaboration scores so that there's a peer review element added.